Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Cherrick. Today we are talking about babies in the homeschool. And as one of my friends recently reminded me, earlier is not necessarily holier. So I have had to relearn how to incorporate baby in my homeschool. I've got baby number 7 is now 9 months old. And you'd think I would have it down by now, but let me just tell you, I am really struggling with the balance between my 12-year-old and kind of my older students and their needs and my younger kids and what they need as well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the challenges of having a baby in homeschool, and hopefully we'll all be encouraged as we remember God's truth. As I kind of explain and share what's going on in my homeschool, I might sound very organized because I'm trying to organize my thoughts for you. But keep in mind that everything is extremely messy. And I am really just bringing forward my meager efforts and asking God to pour His grace over all of it so that my kids will get what they need and that we will all be in a thriving environment. As we look at babies in the homeschool, it's so important for you and me to remember that babies are people too, and that their needs do need to be considered as part of the day and not just be brushed aside. And that is where a healthy routine comes into play. And the problem with babies is that their routine seems to change every 3 months. So there is a constant readjustment, and we really are struggling right now to make that transition from kind of the 6-month-old baby and now my baby's 9 months old. Another thing that I think is easy to forget is the impact of waking up at night with a baby on how well rested we are and how late or early we're able to wake up. I love early mornings, but when I'm woken up multiple times during the night and I'm actually really having a hard time right now falling back to sleep, that really kills it. I need to be sleeping in the morning. So that's messing with our start time. Again, I love to start early, but we are really not getting started until about 9 a.m. So when there's a baby in the homeschool, it is so important to keep it simple as far as what your expectations are for older students and even what your expectations are for the baby. I have found simplifying, you can look at my mini morning time video, that is so helpful to just pare back and do less, a little bit more enjoyably and a little bit more relaxed. And that helps cultivate more peace for me and an atmosphere just that's more pleasant for everyone. One thing that I have been struggling with this new baby is getting naps in regularly. I mentioned just a minute ago that we've been out later at night. So I'm actually going to need to pare back from doing that and have my husband and the older kids just go off without me. I was actually thinking I might do that until the baby's about 12 months old, so for about the next 3 months, but we'll see how it goes as far as his naps. Having a schedule where every now and then a nap is pushed or a bedtime is changed is okay, but what we got into the habit of is, it's happening a couple times a week, and then you take 2 days to try to recover, and then you're doing it again. So the need for sleep is so important for everyone, and especially for mom and baby. The thing I want to talk about is, and I'm going to share more about this in another video, is taking care of your own body, making sure you're getting enough sleep at night. I have found that it's been much better since we moved our baby across the hall, that I'm able to go to bed a little bit earlier. I know it sounds weird, but we were like waiting for him to fall asleep, make sure we weren't going to disturb him because he's a very light sleeper, and we would wake him up when we went in. So now that he's across the hall, we're able to go to bed basically when we send the kids to bed, and then read a little bit and then go to sleep. And then we're not, again, like we were all waking each other up. It was just not a great situation. So just making sure that I have those needs met, making sure my nutrition is where it needs to be. I went to see a chiropractor who helped me get proper blood work to see if I'm deficient in some minerals, and turns out that I was. So that has been really, really helpful to know how to care for my body correctly, especially with, I don't really get postpartum depression, but I do get, maybe this is it, just more apathy and then even anxiety. So what I found was having an adrenal support, because of my late nights and not sleeping well, actually has calmed my mood a lot and evened me out. And then I found I needed omega-3, which is another mood stabilizer. I mean, it helps with a ton of things. Skin, it helps with your eyes, you know, all of it. So that has been really helpful because I just feel better. I feel more alert. I feel healthier. You know, I'm not totally recovered yet from having the baby. So, you know, everything is like one step forward. We're doing it. So, you know, I really hope that you can be encouraged if you have a baby in your home to carve out some time to be intentional with your schedule and your routine, and then find time to just also pare back the homeschool while you're onboarding the baby. It will make a ton of difference in your overall well-being, and get some sleep. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.